Good morning. Starting my day early. It's 7:40 on Wednesday, 27 September. I think day 4. I stayed at a pretty nice, hotel and had some breakfast for a change that was included. And the earliest start so far, which is kind of nice. It's nice and cool out. It's 61 degrees. The sun is not quite up yet. It's a little overcast, and decided to have a little bit of a peace and quiet and separate. I somehow broke my glasses here, so I noticed my glasses were not sitting straight on my face. So if that's the case, it's because I have duct tape on them, and at some point hopefully we'll find a place to repair them, or who knows what. I may have to duct tape them to my face. So anyhow, it's a longer day today. I have about 14 miles to go, so hence the earlier start. Be nice and cool and take it slow. There's one pilgrim in front of me, nobody behind me, and the day is pretty damn nice. So there's the sun trying to peek up. So be back in a little bit. It's about an hour later, 8:40, and there's about a little over 3 miles behind me. I think I'm walking about 3.5K, 2 miles an hour. The fog has rolled in, which is okay with me. Nice and cool. You know, I am a little sweaty from walking so much. Still, gentleman from Barcelona that I talked to earlier in front of me, and a few people I passed behind me, but it's pretty quiet on the trail. Did want to mention that the post from yesterday, which I don't think I put up yet, hopefully I'll get it today. It's interesting. I don't know what this is. Obviously, keep out. I showed a lot of bales of seaweed, of kelp, and there was a gentleman. I saw the tractor, and a gentleman. I'm talking Portuguese to two Portuguese people, and I caught up with them. Unfortunately, I didn't record the woman who explained what was going on in English to me. It was a gentleman that was baling up the kelp and would let the rain wash all the salt out of it, and then cover it and let it dry, and then he would use it as fertilizer for his farm. But I don't know, it looked like an awful lot for one farm. But that's what that was all about, if you're wondering why there was a tractor and a tiny bit of some gentleman walking away. He had just finished speaking with a Portuguese couple. So that's an update. All going good. enjoying the solitude, the peacefulness, and what else? There was something else I always forget. Still holding it at 61 degrees Fahrenheit. I'll have to look and see what that is. Oh, glad to see my Aussie mates joined in. I saw some comments, so yay for you guys, and good to have you on board following. All right, we'll see you maybe in another hour or so. Give you another update on where we are, how we're doing, and all that good stuff. So for now, it's one foot in front of the other and keep on going. Well, another check-in. It's 9:40 now, and it's come up to 63 degrees, but still pleasant. Just kind of walking through this little neighborhood. Just had a chat with two women, one from America and one from Germany, but they're both living in Thailand now. Interesting. People are so interesting. We're all so unique. Hey, so I've got, about 5 3/4 miles behind me now. And that's where the stop. Well, actually, I haven't stopped to rest yet. I've just stopped to speak to a couple people and go in a cathedral, take a few pictures, and there's only about 8.5 miles to go. That's about a little over 13 kilometers. So moving along pretty good, but I think I will take a little break once I get up here. I'm not sure when, but I have a good pace going on. Feel great, and so nice to meet all these people from around the world that are just enjoying life and doing things like this, traveling the world. So I find that when you're traveling, I wonder what kind of, sorry, well, there's a cat out there too. I don't know if you can see it. I don't know what the crop is here, but let's see if I don't think there's a cat in the middle. Thinks he's hiding. Oops, thinks he's hiding, but he's not. Anyhow, what I started to say was, and then a bird up there in a nest. Life is good. When traveling, you tend to meet other travelers, and their stories are just amazing. Like that Usha from Germany, I think that's what her name was, talked about traveling. She, from Germany, traveled and lived in Australia, other areas all over Australia, and now in Thailand. So crazy. Okay, it's beautiful. The fog is lifting, so it's getting warm. All right, check back in maybe another hour, or maybe when I sit down and rest. I'm enjoying figuring out what kind of crops these are. All right, we're out. Not sure where we are, but I met these two lovely ladies. And what is your name? And
hi, my name's Carol, and here we are on the Camino de what? Camino Portuguese coastal route. Sorry, it's still morning.
And how many days have you been walking?
This is actually technically day 3.
Day 3.
We had a little break in between due to an injury, but we're back on the trail, and it's been beautiful so far.
And you have an American accent. Where are you from?
I do. I'm from New Jersey, but I don't sound like it because I lived in California for 20 years. And I now live in Thailand on an island called Koh Samui.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
And why are you doing the Camino?
Why not?
Ah, good answer.
No, honestly, I don't really know. I'm just letting the Camino unfold for me. I feel like sometimes things are just divinely orchestrated, and I just listen and I follow. So I feel like I got called, and I have no expectations about what should come, other than to just allow and surrender to whatever happens, and so far so good.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah.
That sounds great. Well, I wish you a buen camino.
Thank you so much.
And you have a friend here?
Oh, obrigada. Yes, this is Ushi.
And what is your name?
Hello, my name is Ushi.
Yes, and you heard some of the questions, so maybe I'll ask you the same thing. You've been walking together, yes?
Yes.
So same amount of days. So why are you doing
What happened for me about 10 years ago, I was friends with a Swedish guy, and he did many Caminos, and he kept talking about how wonderful it was. And there was always something I wanted to put on my bucket list. And this year my uncle, my family is still in Germany, invited us all for a cruise. And I thought if I'm already in Europe, then in Spain, we started from Barcelona, why not do the Camino and combine it? And I was thinking doing the big one, but I had no idea how long that takes and how far that is, and I'm not that fit. So
start small.
Yes, and Carol, I started talking, did some research, so the Camino Portuguese seemed the best and most time we had for 2 weeks, and so we just started, and we're just saying, make plans and God laughs, we had all this planned out, how many days and how many kilometers, and then I hurt my foot, fell over. I looked like a tortoise on its side when I fell over. Poor Carol thought I was dead. And I tripped and hurt my foot, so we had to rest up.
And you're feeling much better now?
Feeling much better. We also both had a cold, and the foot wind slowed us down. So I think the message was slow the hell down.
Yes.
I like always to do things and just to be and relax and take it one day at a time and see how it unfolds.
I didn't ask you where you're from because I hear an accent.
I was born in Germany, and when I was I couldn't wait to get out of there.
What part of Germany?
Mannheim, near Frankfurt.
Okay.
But I always felt I was dropped in the wrong country, so I got into hotel management and started traveling with 18, and ended up in Australia. I was 23 and spent 25.
I love Australia.
Spent 25 years in Australia, became Australian citizen.
Which part?
Both 6 years in Sydney, Byron Bay, Melbourne, and ended up in Perth in the Entropy.
Oh, WA.
Yes. WA,
my hometown.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Margaret River.
Oh, Margaret River. Yeah,
yes.
I was living in Mosman Park, had a restaurant there, and 13 years ago I hit my bottom and changed my life, stopped drinking, and moved to Thailand and started
wonderful.
a new life there. Yeah, in Koh Samui as well. That's where I met Carol.
Very
So
good.
the story goes. That's the short version.
The short version. And we'll run out of film, huh?
Oh, no, that's it. Thank you.
Well, thank you so much for talking to me,
Pleasure.
and we'll see you on the way.
Yes, exactly.
So, buen camino.
Buen camino. Thank you.
What is the crop?
Não sei.
I'm sorry?
Não sei.
And this is your farmland?
É fiestas do Natal.
Oh. Well, it looks very nice. It looks like it's difficult work, no?
Isto é pencas para cozer com batatas. Pencas para cozer com batatas.
I don't.
Sim,
Speaking German.
sim.
All right. another hour has ticked off. I still haven't sat down. Oh, ooh. I'm officially over 8 miles without sitting down. And it's 7:38. 3 hours of walking. I have stopped a couple times. Well, I went into an electronics store and bought another cord because I somehow misplaced mine. Oh, these purple flowers are beautiful. Anyhow, stopped in a couple supermercados looking for a cord, but finally found it. It's only 1 meter. I wanted at least, 2 meters, but we take what we can get. I see a place up here that looks tempting to sit down. If I do, it's only going to be for just a few minutes, because when I sit, I tend to stiffen up. So I don't know how far I got to go, but I'm thinking maybe 6 or 7 more miles. Not too bad, although it is getting warm. And I've met some really lovely people. All right, well, I will check back in maybe another hour, or we'll just see. So far, it's been a lovely day. It's well, like I said, 10:40. So if I go at this pace, I should be there, 12 noonish? And if that's the case, I'll probably be early to check in. But I'll have, 14 miles behind me. So that looks inviting over there. So I think I'm gonna head over here, get something cold to drink, rest my bones, and continue. We'll be back. Okay, here we are again. An hour since the last check-in, and I'm about 10.25 miles behind me. I didn't check how many more to go, but I think another. Well, I've walked for 4 hours. I took one stop. I got a Chevalamala, otherwise known as a 7-Up, and look, we're on track. And if I'm not mistaken, this is the route for this. I didn't take this route last time I did this. I went through the industrial area. This isn't exactly wilderness, but it's not like what I did last time. So all is good. Like I said, I stopped. I had a cold 7-Up, only because it was just vending machines. There were some tables. I met a couple that were cycling from they're from South Africa, and they had the same scenario as the last person I talked to from South Africa. But anyhow, just moving forward. I really feel like I'm on the Camino now. Everything is good. The odor, the scents, the smell. So many different varieties coming up. I don't know what these are, but something smells really good. I don't know if they're these. Well, they have a little bit of fragrance, but not much. So I might stop for another little second, because I have to be honest, I'm a little tired, but about an hour to go. I'll be there. The sun is hot. I'm glad I got an early start. Right, next time we check in, I should be just about to the destination. Okay, that's about it to report for now. It's just been slow and steady wins the race, I was told. So that's what I've got. All right, we'll check back later. check in at 5 hours walking. I'm beat. Let me put this, see if I can get this hat back on me. Sun. So I've got 13 miles behind me. I heard a car crash. 13 miles behind me after 5 hours of walking, and about a mile and a half to go, about a half hour, and at the destination. So, been a strenuous day, but a good one. And back there, I don't know if you can see him, the guy I met from Barcelona. We walked for a while. He's got like 20K to go. Man, it's in good shape. All right, just a little update. It's warm, 73 Fahrenheit. I will, I guess my next, I come back, will be a room check-in, room reveal, or the grounds. If I remember, I've stayed here before, and they have beautiful grounds. If they still do, that's the question. Ooh, I like red. Put sunscreen on. Okay, that's it for right now. Back in about 45 minutes. I made it. 14.25 miles, which is 23 kilometers at 5 after 1. So that was about 5.5 hours walking. And I remember this place. I don't remember the pool, but beautiful up here. Looks like aircon there. Yeah. I remember this is where I met several people that I walked almost the rest of the Camino with. So I can't find anybody right now. Maybe it's siesta time or somewhere changing. The room is over. Backpack is over there. Let's take a look, shall we? Okay. Yeah, it looks like we're changing things out. But here are the backpacks. Mine. Looks like several people sent theirs. Okay. Room reveal next. I'm gonna find some shade and fill my bottle up with water and call this a day, but I'll do a room reveal. All right, we're out for now. Okay, here we are. She said the door's open, which it is. The lights are on. And this is it. Not too bad. Couple beds. I like the walls. There's a couple beds. And well, this nice big beam. And I don't know what's going on with that window, but you can't see through it. This one's open. And bathroom, so the lights on. Not a lot here. Toilet, shower, sink. What more do you want, right? Okay. Turn that off. This is it. Home for the night. Done. And happy to be done. Okay. We are out for day 4, Wednesday, 27 September.